All right, I'm back to my usual, more or less, third Sabbath of the month, back at this church. You can see the cross behind me. Last Sabbath, I had a very special experience. Up in the mountains, in a quiet little resort with some former students. It was a really good, quiet, peaceful Sabbath. This Sabbath, I'm back here in the valley, back here on the street, back with a big church, a church that I've been working for quite a few months now. And it seems like it's just another day. But I got to thinking about it. Is any day just another day? Is this just another Sabbath? Is tomorrow just another Sunday? Will the following day be just another Monday? Well, to most people, and in the eyes of even most church-going people, that seems to be a given. It seems to be real. Well, we're just having another day. And when you look at our lives, another day could mean some more stress, fewer hours of sleep, more things to do, work that is unending, even being retired. I'm busy at the computer, a few hours every day until my shoulder locks and then I stop the computer. Another day for some people could be some more sports to watch. Well, tomorrow, Sunday, is the final day of the Premier League in England. So that's the final day to watch your team play for a couple of months until the new season begins. But then I also got to thinking about it based on my reflection last Sabbath being at a special mountain resort. Maybe another day is not just another day. Well, it's just another day in the sense that it has 24 hours, like the previous day, like the future days, like every day. But yet, every day is different. Every day is special. Every day has a lesson for us. Every day has a new connection with God. Every day is a possible discovery. Now, most people don't do that. They live in this almost zombie mode where they just run through the routines of every single day and they know exactly what happens at 8 a.m. and then at 12 noon and 4 p.m. and so on. So everything is scheduled. They're just following that. Having been a teacher for most of my life, this is easy to relate to. You've got the clock telling you this is time, this is time. You move to this class, you go to this class, you go home, you check in. But retirement gives you eyes. As I walk around the village and I see all the other older people, some of them older than myself, some younger than myself, they also have their days. The next door neighbor sells bananas. Few doors down the road, the lady sells jackfruit. Across the road, the lady sells some pastry stuff, and so on and so forth. You get to know when people are more likely to come and sweep the leaves from their front yard, get into the garbage, which days the garbage man will come and what time he will come. So you do have a routine. Maybe not as Bell specific as being a teacher, but even in retirement, you have that routine. And yet the nice thing about being retired is you know that you don't have to follow any bell. You can actually choose whether to wake up at your normal time. For me, that would be 5 a.m. or sleep a little longer or wake up a little earlier. You do have those choices. In other words, regardless of how it appears to us, every day is a different day. It's not just another day. More importantly, for those of us who keep Sabbath, we should realize that every Sabbath is a different Sabbath. It's not just another Sabbath. Yes, we do the same things. We go to church. Church follows a certain scheduling as well. For me, it means preaching in one church one Sabbath, in another church another Sabbath. But yet, every time it's different. Not only a different group of people, but a different day itself. Every Sabbath is not the same as the previous. Last Sabbath, I had a personally very relaxing Sabbath. This Sabbath, I have several things to do. And so it keeps me on my feet in a different way. So this Sabbath is totally different from the previous Sabbath. And I assume that the Sabbath after that will be different from this particular Sabbath. I know it will be, because it'll be a different church, it'll be a different group, it'll be a different experience. I'll be doing some other things in that other church. And so I think if we look at life this way, we can understand that the encounters we have with God will always be special. And the more often we have those encounters, if they are a daily occurrence, it will not be a routine. It will not be just another day with God. It will be something special, something memorable. Now, I know that sounds great in theory and much more difficult in practice, and most people are practical-minded rather than theoretical-minded, but think of the possibility. Every time a day begins, say to yourself, I wonder what this day will be like. What will my experience with God be like on this day? And maybe you'll discover that another day is not just another day. Another Sabbath is more than just another Sabbath. And perhaps when that begins to happen to you on a regular basis, then that joy, that delight of life that God promises in Isaiah 58 will become a part of us. Yes, we will still have stress, we will still have bad moments, we will still have those sad and tragic events happen, but we will have more of the uplifting moments of life, knowing that this God is there with us, and every day He has something new planned for each of us. So have a good Sabbath, have a good week ahead, and we'll see each other again live another month from now when I'm back at this church. Shabbat Shalom and God bless.